Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the AMX 12-ton. It's a Tier 6 French light tank. It's located on the south spawn of Prokhorovka, and it's under the command of Elirox of B00YA. And yes, he does have 3 marks of excellence on the barrel of that 75mm autoloader cannon. Game on! Well, this was a losing tank in the competition. AMX put forward the 12-ton, which was supposed to be 12 tons in weight, but actually turned out to be 13.5 tons when it was fully loaded. But it was a losing tank in the competition because the AMX 13-ton tank was actually better and slightly wider. Also with a 75mm gun, but just better overall. Oh, he spotted some, but he has been spotted himself, and it may have been that VK2801105, the derp 20 VK. Now this V-play is a little laggy. I've run it before, and well, wasn't so great, but it seems to be running okay now. Now he's actually gone to be an active spotter at the moment because he was spotted himself. And normally when you're an active spotter, always pop the reload. Okay, when you're an active spotter, speed is life. So long as you keep moving, you are spotting, but of course you're being fired at as well. And that means that if you don't keep your speed up, you might actually come a cropper. He spotted a T-78 over there. And he's now spotted an enemy Arty. The FB304 is on the move. And yep, spotted him over in the distance there. Oh, and the enemy FB304 just got wiped out by a leopard. Well, no, not a leopard, a Leo. So that's very good news because he's picked up, well, the first spot on that, but he didn't get the spot assist. Now it's a 4-shell autoloader with 2.5 seconds between each shell. It does fire fairly quickly though. I mean, that's not so bad. If you fire the first shell, means the fourth shell will be out within 7.5 seconds. It does take a little while to reload though overall. Standard reload 19.58 seconds. Elirox has got it to 13.49, which is good. And 4 shells means, yes, you can do a fair amount of damage. 135 alpha per shell and 146mm of pen with standard AP. There we go, 144 with standard AP. With the premium rounds, it goes up to 202. So you can get decent pen, but remember, this is a light tank, and therefore it doesn't have much in the way of armor. 15mm at the front of the hull, 30mm at the front of the turret, but elsewhere it's only 20mm, and at the rear of the hull it's only 15, so it's very easy to pen. It's also fairly low, as you can see, so obviously it's got good camo qualities, and you can see the way that Elirox is driving it, he's holding down his right hand mouse key, and that's good because that means he can look around the vehicle as he's driving along, but of course the turret stays fixed in one position until he's ready to shoot, and then he will aim the turret. Okay, he's doing that now. He's spotting these enemy tanks, the KV-1S, the Su-152, and there's also a T-78 out there as well. And he's actually got a patrol duty medal now, according to this, for spotting 6 enemy tanks whilst being the only one spotting them whilst they're damaged. And he's picking up spotting assist hand over fist now. Once 1,735, now it's up to 1,900. Enemy tanks are falling, and he's doing the spotting. Ooh, took a risk there because he moved across the gap there when the Su-152 possibly might have seen him. Okay, spotting that guy, and he's got bushes between him and the Su-152, so he pulls back. Yes, he can now fire himself if he wants to. That's 1 in. 2. That's how it loads fairly quickly, and he fires blind on the next 2 shots. He didn't get the kill, but at least he got damage. And you saw the 152 fire back blindly along the path. And he's picked up some more spotting assists. He's now up to 2.5k. So it's a good game so far for Elirox. And he's reloaded. Now this is one of the fun little light tanks to play. It's only you've got 3 crew. The commander and the gunner are both also loaders. And in the real AMX 12-ton, there was drums in the back of the turret, and they put the shells into those drums, and there was 2 drums. Each had, I think it was something like 4 rounds each, or 6 rounds each. So it actually had a fair amount of ammunition. Yes, there's 6 shells in each drum. But obviously to load it, they'd have to stop, and then the commander and the gunner would actually have to start pumping those shells in. He's found the M44, and he was spotted. Oh, he got 1 hit on the M44, but he didn't kill it. But that did. And he's popped the reload straight away. Now, there's only 5 enemy vehicles left. We know where 3 of them are, because 2 of them are up near the center line. There's another one. It's a box tank over near the railway. And there's a Dicker Max there. He should be able to damage both those guys. And he's picking up more spotting. 3,000 now. 3,200. Oh, bit of a lag there. And again, those are recording lags, I'm afraid. Not on my end. I'm afraid it's on the replay. It may have been that he had a poor connection at the time. But he's moving again. And he's found a Chiri. Oh, Chiri got him. Got 1 round in. He's gone for cover. He's using the terrain against the Chiri at the moment. And, oh, again, he takes another hit, this time from a T-3485. Pumps around into the Chiri. Only got 2 rounds left. T-3485M with the 85mm gun. He doesn't really want to lose another 180 hit points. He's got half his hit points still. And the SU-100 just rolls in and gets hit. And, oh, he got hit twice by the Chiri. Chiri's gone, and that's it. Game over. He's done it. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was an ace tanker game for Elirox of B00YA in the AMX 12-ton. He managed to get a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, and he also got a patrol duty of being the only one spotting 6 enemy tanks whilst they were damaged, and both were well deserved because he did pick some good spots and he was getting spotting damage for his team. Win 8 was 2,228, which is very good indeed. Let's have a look at team score. Wow, a lot of tanks hit on that. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in the game, but he wasn't supposed to because he is supposed to find the enemy, not to actually kill them. The highest damage in the game turned out to be the 45 TP on the enemy team, who got 2,503 hit points of damage. He picked up the high caliber. Second highest damage went to the Super Hellcat with 2,230, and that was on his team. And the SU-100, who bulldozed in and got blown to pieces. Well, is that the same one? No, it's not actually. There's the one that was actually blown to pieces. Asthma attack. And the other one on their team, Smelly Kid, yes, he got 2,206 hit points of damage, and he didn't die because he wasn't silly at the end. When it came to kills, it was the Super Hellcat who did the best with 3 kills. 2 kills went to the SU-100. The King Tiger captured, who also picked up a steel wall. The Leo, SU-100, the one that bulldozed in, and the enemy 45 TP, who also got 2. I'm afraid Elirox only got the 1 kill, but it was the M44 on the enemy team. And when it came to base XP, he's right at the top. In fact, he's the only player to get over 1,000. He got 1,264. The next highest being the Super Hellcat with 847. Remember, that guy got the highest damage on his team. 707 went to the King Tiger captured, who also, as I said, managed to get a steel wall in that game. He fired only 9 rounds in the game, but he got 7 direct hits on the enemy and 5 penetrations and 633 hit points of damage from the game. 4 hits received, 3 pens and 1 hit by way of splash damage. Yes, you can see this thing so lightly armored, it actually does take damage if you get spotted, and it does get spotted. It's not particularly fast. It's, well, 60 kilometers an hour is okay as a light tank, but it accelerates a bit slowly, and as a consequence, it can actually take damage if it gets spotted, so you don't really want to be spotted at all. It spotted 8 enemy vehicles, so he just missed out on getting a spotter medal or a scout medal in that game. If he had got it, then he would have got the Holy Trinity with an ace tanker, and because of course that's what we call getting the 3 spotting badges that were crucial for a light tank. That's spotter, the patrol duty, and then the scout medal. Unfortunately, he only got 2 out of the 3, but he was very close to getting the 3rd one. 3 enemy vehicles were damaged, 1 was killed, 4,979 hit points for spotting assist. Now that's a good game, 5k of actual spotting damage for his team. I'm sure his teammates were really happy with him, because any light tank that actually spots that much is enabling his team to get damage without being hurt in themselves. And yes, they love a light tank who does that sort of job. 50,127 credits on a premium account for the battle. And after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, he took away a profit of 26,023 credits. 1,896 XP, but no multipliers because it was not the first game of the day. And so that's all the experience points he took away. But it was a good game. And it's a good example of an AMX 12-ton game. Lots of players play the AMX 12-ton before they get the AMX 1375, which is the next step up. That's a little slower as a tank, and it's also an autoloader, but this little thing, well, it's quite good fun. You come to this one after you do the AMX ELC, and of course the AMX ELC takes a bit of practice because, of course, if you do use the 90mm, you have to be able to remember that that turret won't turn. This turret turns, and it does fire fairly quickly, and you can't really use the crew. Well, I suppose you can use the crew from an ELC, but there's only 2 crew members in the ELC. In this one, there's 3 crew members. So therefore, yes, you do have to take into account, you're going to have to train another another crew member just to get this thing operating, or share the crew from another tank. But yes, a very good game by Elirox. A bit laggy at certain points, but that's okay, understandable. I hope you enjoyed the replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.